better.
It would be a wonderful screensaver, by
It would be, wouldn't it?
the way. It's a beautiful picture.
I know. Okay. This is the Red River. I took this photo early one morning during my field trip. You can see the water is very beautiful, very peaceful water. But when the sun got high enough, this is what I saw. Plastic in river. This is actually what I am studying, the riverine plastic pollution. Good morning, everyone. My name is Hua, an engineering candidate from Hydrology and Environmental Hydrology Group at Franklin University. And today I would like to talk about a framework for monitoring plastic emission from rivers to the ocean. You cannot manage what you cannot measure. Why do I say that? Because right now we have a very big problem of fragmented monitoring methods. We now having a lot of methods. For example, visual counting. I think this is the most popular method right now because it's very cheap, very easy for users to use. Observer can just simply stand on the bridge and then count the plastic floating by. And then we also have net trawling. It's a bit more complicated, but like for people that they have boat and they can use nets to catch plastic in river, and then they can count, they can weight the plastic. We also have more modern methods like camera or GPS tracking. So these methods allow the continuous tracking of the plastic in river. And the core problem, we have so many different methods, and each method require different kind of setup, and then they generate completely different type of data. So we want to monitor the plastic emission, but we have different type of data. So that's a very, very big problem where my project coming to solve. So we want to organize all the methods in a very, very well structured so that everyone can very easily understand the methods, know when I should apply a specific methods, and can apply in any river. So how I do that? This framework development process is a little iterative process. First, I have to define the scope. For example, if the framework will monitor only the floating plastic in the river, or will it monitor both floating plastic and submerged plastic? So I have to define very, very clear what the scope of the framework. Then I move to design the decision-making tree. This will allow users to do some tests and then make a decision on what methods they can use for their specific needs. And then I will build the functions for the framework. Like for example, if they have already made a decision on what methods they want to do, they will know the function of the methods. This is a very important step because the function will tell user what are the input and what are the controls that can decide the successful application of the methods. And then I share the framework for users to make some trials in their real world cases, and then they will provide me the feedback. And based on that feedback, I will come back to the beginning. I will refine the scope and then keep improving the framework. The expected result of this project will be a tool, a very friendly user-friendly tool that can provide possibility for user to select suitable monitoring methods for their specific needs. Like for example, I have a trial version of the tool that I'm developing right now. Like for example, when users select their specific needs, and then they will just press on the get recommendation button. They will have the recommended monitoring methods, and when they click on the recommended methods, they will have material documents to learn how to use this on the practical cases, because each method there will be a control, there will be an input, and there will be a results, the results for each method, so they will learn to do this. So let's come back to that morning. So my framework is not only an academic product. I hope that the tool will contribute to solve the plastic pollution, because high quality monitoring data set will provide reliable information, and reliable information can enable good management, and good management will have reduced plastic pollution. So hopefully this beautiful river will not temporary illusion. With the tool, I hope that the river will be permanently beautiful without even when the sun shines. Thank you for listening.